Roxo Media House.
Give me a couple more minutes. I'll finish.
31 seconds. Okay, good.
All right, man. Kyle, whenever you're ready to finish
Let
that,
us know.
man.
You can give us an action.
We good.
going
We
in.
What
good.
type of candy is it? The strawberry? Yeah, the strawberry candies you used to get at Momo
Yeah.
House? The strawberry. That's my favorite one.
all old ladies keep a
Keep the strawberry candy.
That's how you know you old.
That's a sign. That's a
He
sign.
looking for them toffee candies.
Yeah,
The gold
those little
wrapper.
gold butterscotch nasty candies, man.
First of all, butterscotch is delicious.
No, that candy is nasty.
No,
It's disgusting.
I will fight you for that. Butterscotch
It's
is
disgusting,
absolutely
man.
delicious.
Oh, Kyle, you doing?
I was waiting. I was
we
waiting
didn't
for
know.
us
Oh,
to,
we ready?
I was waiting for it.
Well, I want to
right.
welcome everybody
There you
back
go.
to the Three Real Brothers podcast, episode 2, season 2. Oh my gosh, the first episode was crazy. Make sure you watch that if you didn't get a chance to watch that. That was probably one of the funniest episodes I think we've ever shot. Agreed?
Absolutely.
Literally,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I woke up the next day, bro, still laughing.
Really?
Like I was like the next day, I was like, bro, that was so funny, bro. Like so funny.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be back. How's your day? How y'all doing?
Man, good.
Good,
I'm here.
good,
Yeah,
good,
It's
yeah.
hot as heck today, but yeah.
Oh my God, what is it?
It's like 108.
What is
Yeah,
it?
I'm
108.
sick of
Yeah,
this.
my truck
and
register.
I decided to do one of those driving apps where you deliver stuff, and midday I decided to accept a block.
Here?
Mm-hmm. Sure did. That's what I was doing today. Decided
I
to do
thought
that.
you were gone for a long time.
Yeah. I went to work.
Like
He snuck
I
was
went to
like,
work.
what do you?
I went
He
to
snuck
work.
off and went to
So
work.
how's it feel? How's it feel to go for a job?
I'm gonna tell you this. okay?
31, first
The
time
strike,
ever.
the actor
I've
strike,
ever
the
seen
actor
The
you
strike
actor
go to
strike
work.
changed everything. Yeah, you like
The actor strike
you
is
like,
kicking in.
You like, man, I'm feeling a little bit. So yeah, but I just want to
Man,
say,
with 3 hours and
He's like,
man, but 108 degree heat, I'm like, man, it's different out there. So
because you're cheap, so you're riding around with your AC off, windows down.
I am, because it's 2008 car, so you can't have it full blast. People are like, yo, you still got your AC? Yeah, because I never
turn
cut
the
it
AC on
on.
and start.
Give it a second. It's coming. Give it a
Oh my
second.
God.
Boy,
I
turn
just-
that AC
yeah.
on, the car starts shaking.
Hey, it do.
Man.
Me in there with a fan.
I cut off my AC in my car. The engine sound better. It do.
Can't
But
do too much. Can't charge his phone. Nah, go ahead.
yeah, that's going too. I can't do that. Can't do that.
I'll call you when I get home.
Yeah, I got my portable charger. You know when your speakers go out, you got a portable speaker in there.
You gotta turn the bass down because it's breaking out.
Speakers busted.
I'll tell you. I listen to music with headphones in. Talking about
What type of car you have?
Anytime somebody say,
what is it? It came out of 2008.
I don't even know what they make them anymore.
I call her Black Beetle.
Black Beetle.
Black Beetle, old fake. 2008 Nissan Sentra and a little
Man,
bit
Why
shot.
change? Why ain't no
man,
reason to get
yeah.
a new car?
You
I know.
Yeah,
It's paid off, and it's a little bit over 200,000, but it still run good. AC still good.
Nissan with 200,000. Like he got
But
a
it's paid
Still
for.
push,
like
still
he driving
pushing
a
P.
2500.
This one thing how you're getting older when you start celebrating your cars, not because how they look like, because they paid off.
Yeah. Well, actually, I paid it off about 3 years ago. And anytime you start crossing the leg, I paid it off about 3 years ago.
Start tucking in the shirt.
That's like, anybody with their shirt tucked in, now they work. You like, oh, he old. Hey, because you don't know. You don't know when you get old. Like,
Right.
Getting old is not something that is like, oh, today I'm older. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
It just comes out. It hits you one day.
like you just wake up with a hernia. You know what I'm saying? You wake up like knees hurting or my back will be hurting, bro. Like I'll be on the ground like 7 a.m. doing like back stretches. Like,
Right.
bro,
Just-
getting old.
just-
So when you know you was getting old, what was the first thing? What was the first thing
it was a few things. First of all, when you need a nap. I don't want a nap. I need a nap. Like, I be getting mad. Like, everybody around me know you ain't get your nap.
Yeah.
Today. That's when I was like, okay, I'm getting older.
you
When I
looking
need a
forward
nap,
to your naps.
when I'm in the club complaining about the music,
It's being too loud. Yo, I swear to
and the
God, I
movie
swear.
theaters.
Oh, at the movie
And-
theaters.
Really? You got to
bro,
that point?
I'll be at the movie theaters like, hey, I'll be hitting the red button to get the waiter. Can they turn it down a little bit? Why the echo?
I'm trying to save what's left of my
Yo.
hearing.
So you don't be mad in the club? club?
Club I can't do. I can't do no more. I'm like,
See,
I'm like, God dang. And I'm serious. It's maybe about 12:31 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I'm ready to go. I cannot hear anymore. It's like that's definitely mine, man, for sure.
That's funny.
For sure.
What about you, Cal? You a young old. How you know you getting old?
How did I know I was getting old? Oh, oh yeah. When I started, instead of checking my phone first thing in the morning, I cut on CNN.
Y'all watching the news?
You watch the news?
I started watching the news. I started watching international news at that. I was like, let me see what's going on in the world.
Sky Sports.
Yeah, I'm over there checking the stock markets. I'm like, what's I'm like, wait a minute.
But when you know you old, you start watching news with the British voice. In Uzbekistan.
Right.
I'm like, damn, you can't believe that shit they're doing over there.
Uzbekistan.
Like, man, I look forward to getting caught up on what's going on in the world.
When you think the news is affecting you. That's
Yes.
Like,
When you know you're getting older.
Well, Momo, you didn't know, but when Momo was here for a couple weeks, bro, Momo watched the news like she had to. You see what I'm saying? Like she wake up, bro, and like from the morning till the night she's going to sleep, it's on CNN.
Right.
And she is
And
like
specifically watching Trump. That whole
and
was
yells
religious.
and yells at the news.
yells at the news. Always making noise.
Right. Arguing and disagreeing with the news. I'm like, hey, man, look at this. Anchor's making money. They don't care.
He need Jesus.
Like I thought that was so funny. I'm like, dang, Mom watches the news like it's a movie, like,
Man.
like a series or something.
Like,
She binge watches
For a second, I thought that she was part of the prosecution team.
They get mad at you when you don't agree.
Yeah. So what you think, Lamar? I don't know. No, you ain't right.
Bro, it's a lot of little things. I'm like now we're talking about it's a lot of little things like that you just notice that you're getting older.
It's just getting older.
My ankle hurts.
Yeah.
Like, you'll wake up when anything hurts randomly.
Yep.
I can't watch porn because I'm like, oh, they're so young. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just, as a dad and everything, now I feel bad and shit. I can't jack out the same.
Yeah.
I'm just, wow.
Where is her father?
Where is her daddy? I know her daddy is mad.
Yeah,
like,
oh my goodness,
that's when you just know you like, bro, I can't do nothing the same no more.
bad.
I be at the club and the girls look young.
Yeah, they. You know, I'll tell you, that's for me when I'm going out now. And I go out like, man, everybody looks so young. They look so young.
When did this happen? Yeah.
Man, you know, even so much, it's like I realized like texting some people, like I know I have some friends or whatever that may be younger, whatever in the active world, and I text them, and they don't text me in complete sentences. That's how I know I'm getting older.
B2B.
Yeah.
If you know, you fucking know.
Yeah. And I be like, I was like, what does this mean? I was like, why are you texting me in letters and phrases?
You know what it
Speaking of
works?
that,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know as I gotten older when I start using punctuations. They're like, "Are you mad?" No, I'm just completing a
Can you
sentence.
see the comma? You ain't no comma.
Period. Apparently, you're upset if you put a period.
But you know the
Like,
difference
yeah.
between us and like the younger generation is they don't like to talk on the phone.
Right.
Oh, they want to
they'd rather you text.
And bro, I want to let's talk because what happens through text is I can't. Maybe because I'm old or whatever.
I can't pick up your personality.
I'm misreading some of the things that you're saying.
Yes.
Like,
I'm reading
and then
my
now
voice.
we're on this. Now I gotta send even more text.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, and that's what makes me now. And I'm old, so I don't wear glasses. Now I got the phone all close.
Oh, don't tell me you got it zoomed in where it's
I got the big letters.
You be texting like this with one finger.
Hey, that's when somebody was like, "Dang, you need glasses." I'm on public doing this. I'm doing all this shit.
Oh my God.
Bro, I don't like getting older, bro. I don't like it.
I know.
But you know what though? I enjoyed the. You know what? I enjoyed watching the news though. To be honest with you, getting older part of like just watching.
Why?
I mean, you're so caught up. You're so
I
involved.
will tell you this to back you up. I do watch Reuters news. That's the international. That's the international news. Reuters. It's
Are you? What?
Yeah. It's the international news. I may be exactly pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, it's the Reuters news. Yeah, they know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really watch the local. I guess the national news. I watch the international news.
I don't watch local news.
Yeah. The local news I don't watch.
Yeah.
Three people was shot. You like again?
And then it like transitions. Like 3 people were shot, and then all of a sudden Miss Martha got a cat saved.
Yeah,
out the tree. They just transitioning, stories.
Yeah,
so
and I also like to keep up with like cases and stuff too. So you have, it seems like everybody getting arrested now. You had Biden's son who was like, you know what I mean? I keep up with that too. He's
Hunter Dickerson is that his name?
No,
Hunter Biden?
Yeah, Hunter, I think
old boy from the '70s show.
Oh yeah, he got
30 years in jail.
Oh, he got 20.
30
dude with the curly hair from that '70s show.
Word?
Yeah.
What's his name? It's like Matterson.
Yeah, he got convicted of raping 2 women, and he from that '70s show.
That's
yeah,
with the
I
orange
just
hair,
saw that.
bro.
The funny dude.
Did
you watch that '70s show?
I was kind of more a Martin, Jamie Foxx guy.
Yes, Brian. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was so surprised when I saw that. I was like, dang. Like, I mean, they locked him up.
But you know what's crazy, bro? Somebody dropped. I was on. I'm on X all the time, Twitter.
I didn't know which one. I didn't know which X you were talking about.
What X are we talking about?
That's how you know we getting old. X.
Yeah.
But I was on X, and I wake up every morning. I get on that. That's my news. It's literally I go to the trending. That's literally what I do every morning. Since I wake up, I'm like, what's going on? Let me see what's trending. And he did an interview with Conan, like 15 years ago or whatever, and he was like, I would. Or just grab my balls. He was like talking. Like, they were trying to be
very
funny.
Vulgar.
They were
but
riffing, right? And he was like, well, you can't just tell people to grab your balls. Why you asking people to just grab your balls? And he was like, well, they're there. And then Conan was like, oh, I heard about you. You know what I'm saying? And then 15 years later, he's arrested for it.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny because a lot of people actually snitch on themselves.
Yeah.
When people are talking to you, telling you who they are, sometimes we need to listen.
Rappers do it a lot.
Rappers do it.
They do it all the time.
Rappers are actually stopping now.
Yeah, because they're starting to realize.
You gotta relax, bro.
How do you know these specific things in this case that hasn't been?
I walked up to him and I had a 9, and he died wearing a white shirt, and then you're like, oh, okay, well,
those are specific things.
It's artistic expression. No, it's not.
It's inside information.
Yeah, I ain't no snitch. You just snitch on yourself.
On yourself.
People will. Well, that's what I've noticed. And then even when I sold cars and stuff, they used to teach you about fact finding. If you really want to have a good conversation with somebody, ask them about themselves and just sit back. Right. Because people love to talk about themselves. Love to talk about themselves. It helps. If you ever, just ask them one question, sit back, and let them talk. Yeah. And that's kind of what, and people will snitch on themselves. Yep. They'll tell you what they like, what they don't like.
Right. I used to always say, if you want to figure out what a person knows and what they don't know, just listen to them talk.
Yeah, just listen.
And they'll talk themselves. Like they may seem like a genius in the beginning. If you let them keep talking, you feel like, oh, that's an idiot.
Oh, this idiot. Yeah, he's stupid. Oh, you don't have half of what I thought you had. Whatever.
Right.
Like,
just let them keep talking.
That's legit. But like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, bro, if you just sit back, and that's why if you go on a first date or something, you should take them to a coffee shop or take them to, people go to the movies or something on the first date.
Well, you can't talk.
That's what I say. It's a terrible place to go.
It's an awkward first date.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like, even as a comedian, as a first date, don't take them to a comedy show.
Because you're not interacting.
You can't talk. You take them somewhere that you can interact. And then not even because women. So women, what they do is they listen for you to say something exact. They listen for those red flags. When red flags don't come exact, red flags come they slip out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like a girl be like, I'll be like, I ain't about to pay for this. Oh, that's a red flag. Like he don't pay for this. But it's listen to the things that he's really saying in his conversation, and that'll tell you what he will and won't do, or regardless. Go ahead.
Actually, no, I had a quick thing. Going back to being arrested and all this case stuff. Have you ever been arrested?
Arrested?
Yeah, arrested. Wore the silver bracelet.
You brought this out of nowhere.
I did, because it had me thinking. I was like,
you ever died before?
Damn, because I was like, we were talking about. I was like, okay, I was thinking all the case because I actually keep up with that. Like, Trump's being prosecuted by that old girl in Georgia. Right. She putting everybody up.
We were talking about something else.
I know, but I was still stuck on that. I know. I did.
Don't put that on me. I don't put that on me.
Like, we talking about something else.
I did, but I don't know. It just hit me because I was still thinking about that. I was like, have y'all ever been arrested?
Yes.
Yes.
To answer your question that had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was still stuck on it because I was curious. I was like,
yeah, are you good now?
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Do you have a wire?
No.
Because do we need to pat you down? Say, no, I haven't been arrested, and I don't have criminal things on me at the time.
No, because I've never been arrested. Shocking, but I've never been arrested.
He's gonna brag.
Shocking.
Just what you brought this up.
I've never been arrested.
Are you feeling down on yourself?
I
you trying to figure out how to make yourself feel better?
I want to know what. I don't want to know. But I want to know. I want to know.
He's mad about doing
Amazon. I made a lot of money today.
I made $95 today doing Amazon Flex. I feel good about myself.
He did one Amazon thing. He did DoorDash one day. Now he wouldn't know if it might have been arrested.
I want to. How many times?
Have you ever been 6 feet before?
Yeah, no. You ever know?
Yeah. You dunked the basketball.
Actually, I have dunked the basketball. Actually, I have. It's on a good day.
Hey, forget what y'all talking about. Let's talk about something good about me.
I want to hear this. Yeah.
You ain't no Christian, is
No.
you? What? All right. Say, let's just jump into it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, yes, I have been arrested. Scooter, have you been arrested?
I've been arrested 3 times, I think.
3?
Yeah, 3.
For what?
Well, I'm never going to prison, obviously, but
jail and prison, 2 different things.
Yeah, but I've been to jail. I've been to jail 3 times.
You been to jail? You been to holding cell? That matters.
Oh, that's a different name.
Yeah.
Did they have you in a jumpsuit?
I've been. But
have you ever had to sweep or had a job? Have you ever worked in the kitchen, in the commissary?
Nah.
So
I think it's all. I think it's been a holding.
So you've been a holding.
What
were the?
Well, the first time was in high school. So I'll make this story short. There's not really an interesting story at that. But
it's always interesting.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so in high school, what we used to do, or maybe tell them, I don't know if kids still do this now, but in high school, we used to go to parties and everybody used to get in a long line and follow each other, right? Mm-hmm. So
that's because they ain't had cell phones.
Yeah, we had. So that's what it was. We didn't have cell phones. So if we was going to the next, you was going to the next spot or whatever, or you just follow. So it'd be a long line of cars leading the party going to the next spot or whatever, right? When obviously we all I was in high school, just great. I was 18, so
it wasn't no send the address. This
yeah.
is
It was like, yo, we leaving.
I know where it's at. Follow me.
Follow me, and then he leave and follow. And it'd be like 15, 20 cars, and everybody leaving this clock, and and we just going, right?
Yeah.
And so we left the spot, and then we was gonna try to go to another spot. They wouldn't. It was closed or whatever. And so what we did, we just go to a parking lot, like a parking lot at a mall or something like that, just go hang out, right? Because ain't nothing else you can do, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the parking lot in the mall, and then of course we're in the mall. We're in the parking lot. Some cats doing donuts. Everybody got their music on. You chilling in your car, whatever, hanging out. And then of course the police come and break it up. So I'm driving, and so I thought it'd be super cool to do a donut around a police car and hop over a curb because I had a truck at the time.
Oh, is that what you did?
You know what's funny? I remember you telling that story. You left the donut part out.
Yeah, you left
Only
that part out. He said, I just ran over a curb. Yeah, he definitely. That's the first time I ever heard that. Because at first I was like,
I thought it'd be cool.
That's how he got it. Mama got out of jail. She was like, he just ran over a curb.
Nah, he over there spinning out,
spun out,
hanging out the window,
spun out,
and jumped over and pressed the gas and popped over the curb. Hit the curb. I had a truck, so I kept going. And as soon as I landed, and I just
out of all the cars, he came and got you.
What? Why not? Why not? But yeah, so
you were Tokyo drifting.
So when he pulled you
more
over,
like Arlington drifting. Yeah.
What he was like, hey, get out the car. You arrested? Like what happened?
He just pulled me over. He pulled me over, and it was literally like he said, "What the hell is your problem?" That's like, He was like, "Idiot." He was like, "Get out! Come on, man. Come on."
Did he cuff you right then and there?
He cuffed me. Come on, man. Give me a key. Get out the car.
So that was
Did he search your car?
Oh, it was fun. I had like 5 people in the car with me.
So somebody else drove it?
Yeah, they drove it back, whatever. Yeah, they drove it to the house.
Wait, you said 3 times. That's 1 time.
Yeah, what's the other 2?
The other 2 was One was let me think.
Uh-oh.
I know. One was like it's like unpaid parking tickets, something stupid.
Where were you at?
Oh no, I went unpaid. It was like speed tickets. I had a couple of speed tickets I ain't paid.
You got pulled over?
Yeah, I got pulled
you
over.
had a warrant? Like,
yeah, I had a warrant for a
okay,
speeding
no bench
ticket.
warrant,
So I
whatever.
actually think that was the other 2 times. That was it.
Just from speeding tickets?
Yeah, well, unpaid.
Oh yeah,
because-
they'll get you.
Yeah,
They'll get you.
'cause unpaid.
Eventually.
Yeah,
eventually. I was just like, man, I'm not paying that, man.
And
And then
then sure
they
enough,
got you.
Yep, and there
Twice?
it was. Yeah, twice. You think you learned your lesson the first
Where
time?
at? What county? That's how you know somebody
yeah,
been
you
to
say
jail.
yeah.
What county they got you at?
Started scratching.
Yeah, I think it was all.
What year? I may have been there.
Right.
Anytime somebody tell you what county, they done been to jail before.
Yeah, nah,
But nobody
that
know
was all
counties
young.
and laws like a prisoner.
Nah, it was all Tarrant County. It was all Tarrant
Oh, so you
County.
every time you got arrested?
Yeah, I was just here, man. I didn't pay speeding tickets.
Yeah,
I hate it.
that's
I was like,
funny.
man, golly, all the things to do, you know what I mean? You would pull me
speeding
over
ticket.
going 75 and 65, and I'm like, man, I'm not giving you a couple hundred.
Were you
bucks
on the
for
highway or what? On the street?
that. They were all on side streets. All on side streets when I get
So
pulled
you going
over.
75 and a 40?
No, no. When
That's a problem.
When I got pulled over, where I got pulled over is like on a side street, like going through a neighborhood, like coming to the neighborhood to the house or something. And that's one thing I never understood. I was like, if a cop pulls me over, like they pull you over for like dumb stuff. It'd
of
be
course.
like, you didn't stop all the way to the
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
sign.
yeah.
I get pulled over in the neighborhood. I'm like, yo, this is my neighborhood. You see my address.
Mm-hmm.
Once you pull me over and then look at my address, see my license plate, and see I live, 3 blocks
Around the
away.
corner, yeah.
And I'm clearly going home. There's, you know what I'm saying? Like, why we got to go through all this? Why I'm getting a ticket right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
That's
I
funny.
don't know.
Because, so when I got arrested, that's so funny because I was thinking that when you said that.
What's
like,
your
you
first
see-
time?
Well, that wasn't
Oh.
my first time. So I was at the park picking up some weed. Every time I've been arrested, it was for weed. Never going to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
But so
I
I'm
was
at the
with you
park.
then. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I'm at the park. It wasn't a lot, bro. A little half ounce or some bullshit. It was something simple. And then, by the house they got the circle park, right?
Yeah.
So it's one way in, one way out.
So it's like a cul-de-sac. The cul-de-sac part. Yeah.
the worst place to pick
The worst place to ever commit a crime is in a cul-de-sac.
or the dead end.
Hey, nigga, so the cop came in, he just blocked his like, oh shit, ain't no way around this. So if you ever want to commit a crime, don't do it in a cul-de-sac or something with one way in, one way out. And so the other person that was in front of me, they like skirted past the cop. But me, he was like, stop. I was like,
You.
I was like, nah, get him.
He got more of
He's
it.
the one.
Supplier buyer.
So he stopped his boom. He searched the car, found the weed. Oh, boom, get out the car. You the driver. You got it. Get out the car. All right, bet. So he puts me in the car, and when you go to the jail, you got to pass the house.
He got arrested by the house.
So the second thing you don't do is ever get arrested by your house.
Right.
Because ain't nothing like asking the cop to just, hey man, just drop me off here. Tell my mom what I did. You know what I'm saying?
And we can clear this up right here.
Yeah, we can. She'll ground me, fam. It'll be the same.
Right. It'd be the same result.
Right here.
He was like, right there? Oh, I bet she can bail you out.
God damn.
Not too far from where
Yeah, I
you
said all
going.
the way to the division. Oh, good. She can just come right on down to the division and bail
Man.
you out. And so that was the first time. Second time, where was I at? So I'm riding in Hillsboro, Texas. Anytime you're in Hillsboro, Texas, don't do anything. Fam, I thought I was straight. I was on the way to a acting. I was on my way audition for a commercial.
Really?
I swear to. So I'm headed to Austin. I swear to God. And so
Back when
so
they were doing it in
know,
person.
Yeah, back when we were doing it
back when you had to go to the audition.
before Zoom
Yeah.
and stuff.
And that's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we old. You see what I'm saying? Like we're old in this entertainment game. This is back
Right.
when you had to actually drive to an audition. Ain't none of this Zoom crap.
Yeah.
And so I'm gearing up, going to Austin. I'm headed to Austin. I get to Hillsboro. I'm going 85 and a 75, which I think is fine because in the
Right.
city 10 over is fine, but in Hillsboro 5 over is what you're really supposed to like. That's what they kind of allow you to do.
Yeah.
So I get pulled over. It's a black lady. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. That should be good.
We get it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, this would be nothing. Okay,
Right.
so she walks
Them be
up
the
to the
worst one
car.
get put up by.
Boy,
they
she
not
walked
letting
up to the
nothing go.
car, and I'm like, what you put me over for?
Yeah, you mad?
I thought I was white or something. I'm like, hey, you can't pull me over. I'm like, what you pull me over for? I was like, I'm only going 10 over. She was like, well, yeah, but the speed limit is 75, so you can't go any over. That's the speed limit. And I'm like, yeah, but don't y'all give a grace period?
Yeah.
She act like she don't know what I'm talking about. No,
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, you go 75, you go 76. And so I'm like, so if a car's over there going, I'm turning white. So if a car's going 76, you gonna pull them over? And I'm like,
Sir, could you get out the car?
so I'm hostile now because I'm mad. Not even thinking that, maybe your car smells like weed. And you're in Texas where it's 100% not legal. But so I'm snapping, and she's like, what's that? Anytime a cop like noticeably does the
Right.
She don't even need the dog.
Yeah, she said, is it what's the smell? Like, what smell? 'Cause I'm still mad that you didn't pull me over, not even thinking I got weed back here.
Right.
And so I'm like, what smell? Look. And she's like, no, I smell I'm like, she's like, can you step out the car? I'm like, no, so I called Daddy.
I will not be getting out. I will not.
So I called Daddy. That's the first thing I do anytime I get pulled over. I don't call Daddy for nothing else. Every time I call, he's like, what, you getting pulled over? I'm like,
They got me in a tight spot.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, big dog.
Man, I thought she was going to be cool. Turned out she was the meanest I ever dealt with. She couldn't wait to take me to Hillsborough County.
She put them handcuffs tight on
tight.
you.
And she went, hey, I'm talking to her through the glass. She act like she can't hear me. I say, look, I know you can hear me. She's like, I'm doing all this. I know you can hear me.
She was mad you went at her.
Man, that's when she was mad. She was like, if you would have just been cool, like we could have, you know what I'm saying? But I thought I was white for some odd reason. So I just thought I could cuss the cop out and yell at her and tell her that. And then the third time.
Third time's a charm.
Third time. That was the worst time. The third time was the absolute worst time. So if you have warrants, let me let you know now, do not go to a military base. There's one place you don't go.
You got arrested on a military base?
Two places you don't go where you got a warrant. The police station and a military base.
Where they don't play.
Where they don't care. I had no idea I had a warrant.
You walk into,
boy said, let me see your ID. And he goes, he typed in, he goes, uh-oh.
this ain't good.
I thought that he maybe like, typed in the wrong address.
Right.
He said,
Is that with a K or a C?
Yeah, he start verifying. He's like, you sure that's your address? And I was like, yeah, I'm because I don't know what's going on.
The one and only.
God dang.
That screen was there.
Oh my God.
Like I was on a no-fly list. It was like, dude. I was like, what? He was like, are you sure this is you? I'm like, yeah.
I can keep my social.
Why you keep asking me?
Right.
And then he goes, hey, come back here real quick. I was like, well, come back.
About the car.
Yes, I think I'm about to take a no.
So
I'm in an office. I'm not even in a car. So you go into. I'm in like the visitor center. Because I'm trying. That's what I'm saying.
Chris, like, is there something
I'm mad.
Like, what do you want?
Bro, I'm in the visitor center. So like.
Right.
I'm not even in the car, so it's nowhere to run. It's nothing.
And you already verified who you are.
Yeah, and I've already bro, it's me. Yeah, I'm like, look. He's like, can you come back behind the desk? And I should have known something when he asked me to come in the back.
Right.
But I'm not. I'm
Can
naive.
you put these on for us?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's like, you gonna ask for a picture or something? Like, let's take a picture for the thing. He's like, nah.
Were you there for doing a show or were you?
No, I was trying to get a contract. I was working on a contract. Didn't get it.
So you got.
Letting you know, didn't get it.
So you got arrested at work.
You got arrested.
I had to call my business partner and be like, say, I'm about to go to jail.
I just will let you know.
Let me tell you how you don't want to start a business relationship. Hey, needless to say, we're not partners anymore. I was like, "Can you?"
You actually,
bro. Yeah, it was the first interaction I had with
Why
my
you
new.
sweat so hard?
Because it's such a funny story, bro. And oh my god.
Yo,
if you put it all
if
in
anybody,
context,
if
your
anybody,
business
y'all, if
partner.
y'all want to know why probably Kris is sweating up here, because in the studio the AC's off.
The AC's off and the lights are
Yeah,
beaming,
lights
and I'm
are
laughing
beaming,
hard
yeah.
because it's so funny.
No,
and
that's
it's taking me
Kris over there
back.
working out.
Mind you, it's taking me back to when I'm about to go to jail. Like,
Yeah.
you don't understand what it's like to sit in a visitor center with a
Right.
handcuff to a chair.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what he did. He's like, come in the back. And so I got to go. I'm in the break room.
Yeah.
He handcuffed me to the break room.
So you couldn't even reach to get water or
so they
anything.
come in here and got get in the refrigerator. I'm over here with this handcuff on this chair. And then you got to sit there with the I didn't do it face.
Yeah.
Like this is all a
Like,
big
I don't know.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's just a misunderstanding.
It's a
Yeah.
misunderstanding.
And so I went to
Oh,
I went to
So what you have a warrant for then?
violation of probation.
What you probation from when you was arrested?
From last time I was arrested. That bro, that $20 a week cost me like $600 in 4 weeks of my life.
God, dog.
It almost made me stop.
Yeah, that's almost
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Jesus.
funny.
So yeah, that was. I'll leave it at that.
That's
bro,
so-
I
and
you were never
appreciate
arrested.
No, I've never worn a silver
that. Clean
bracelet.
ass. Boy.
Yeah, I've never worn them.
This guy
I
over
never
here.
wore them. I
This guy over here.
don't know. Yeah, because I mean, I don't drink. I don't really smoke like that. I don't really,
Dude, you can get arrested for other things.
Yeah, you can't get arrested
Yeah,
for
but-
speeding and not paying your parking.
Oh, that's true, too. Yeah, I don't
or
know.
doing donuts around cop cars. That's other things
stuff
to
like
get
that.
arrested. You know
Nah.
what,
That's true.
bro? That's taking me back. I have so many crazy stories, bro, because I've lived such a.
That's how I know
wild
you're
life.
getting older when you got
That's-
stories.
When you got stories,
When
bro.
you got
Like stories for
yeah.
days. You ever been shot at?
I've heard gunshots before. I've never been shot.
I don't know if it's technically been shot at. Well, it's kind of weird. I was around somebody and had a situation broke out, and they pulled out a gun and started shooting
In the air?
in the air.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't really like they were. It was like been shot
You
at.
never been shot at.
It
Right.
wasn't like they were aiming in my direction. I've never had
They
that.
weren't like, oh, they're skinny. Bam.
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
been
Take a
around
right.
somebody.
Yeah, but-
There you go.
Were you in like a club? Where were y'all at?
We were. It's a funny story. We're in the parking lot again. I was
Always.
younger. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
that's
parking
what-
lot.
that's
I was
what
younger.
happened at.
Parking lots are very dangerous.
Yeah,
I
and
got
so
a
he
parking
was
lot
hanging
story
out.
too,
Yeah, he was just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? And hanging out. And I guess dudes started getting into it, whatever. And they blah, blah, blah. What's up with the, you don't know me? Then all of a sudden, man, run up. And then all of a sudden, pow, pow, pow.
And that's when everybody just scatters
We
like
broke.
roaches.
We
Yeah,
broke.
everybody scatters like
Yeah, everybody
roaches.
take off running. And then as you were running, you like ducking and hiding, but then you look back and then you see him doing this. You're like, oh, thank God he's not shooting at
Yeah,
me.
he's just shooting.
Yeah, he's shooting in the air.
Like, yeah, but see, back in our day, that's how we old.
Yep.
Back in our day, I always say early 2000s. That's, early 2000s, later like 2006, 2005, 2004, all that, like around that time. Guys would shoot, but they'd shoot up.
Yes, that was the
they were
thing.
not. They didn't shoot at people.
Right.
That shooting at people didn't start till later.
Yeah, it was like now it was then like, and I'm not saying crime didn't exist. Crime was then, you know what I mean? It
course.
happened
Yeah,
then.
yeah, for sure.
But now it just seems like people have no filter or no remorse. Like even when crime was going on, we were out. They weren't just killing people at 3:00 in the afternoon in the mall.
In the mall, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Walking
They'll
up
be-
to shooting somebody.
Yeah, just because they made them mad or something like that. It was like, okay, you did that, all right, bet. It was like our phrase was, meet me outside. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I ain't gonna get you.
Remember,
here,
you
bro.
used to pop the trunk.
Yeah, we used to have
Oh,
that phrase.
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
go to my
used to
car and pop
pop
the trunk.
the trunk.
Yeah.
Ain't no popping the trunk no more. Right here.
that thing right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Only right
Yeah.
under my hoodie in 90-degree weather.
Exactly.
Like, yeah,
It's different, man. It's different. Like that's what one thing I guess is, I'm getting older. Things are starting to scare you more now.
yeah, oh, for sure.
And
man,
I'm
100.
getting more scared now.
Yeah.
Nothing to scare me like a group of young people, man. I be like, look, I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
y'all.
Look, I don't want no trouble, you
Yeah.
guys. You boys.
Yeah.
So what I've tried to do, and I don't know if this is something that can be passed down or whatever, is black guys don't really talk to each other when they pass each other, right? We don't know each other.
Right,
Like,
right.
If you pass a
Oh.
white guy,
Go ahead.
yeah, if you
Go
pass
ahead.
a white guy, you'll be like, hey, how you doing? Ooh. But if you pass a black guy, it's almost a little like a tense situation.
Right. I go ahead.
And so no, I was just backdooring on your part. Like, so what I've been trying to do is anytime I pass, especially young kids or whatever, like even if it's a group of little hood, little dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still be, hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing today? Y'all good? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I think I see a lot of older guys doing that. You know what I mean? And so like that's maybe me stepping in my maturity or whatever.
No, real talk. I seriously do that. Like I go to the store, whatever, gas station, whatever, young dudes coming in behind me. I actually speak to them. But in an older sense, like you said, what's up, my man? How you doing? Yeah, how you doing, man?
Fella? How you doing today, man?
Yeah, and I hold the door, and everything. You know, these little young dudes walking up. I'm just like, all right, I hope I ain't open the door for you to rob somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the same time, though, I realized that as I guess I'm getting older now, like it's almost I'll take on as responsibility, maybe start giving back in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe they never had, and teaching in a small way. You know what I'm saying?
Just that simple interaction of, hey, how you doing? What's up?
Yeah. And you do it all, and you realize you disarm them because at the same time. They're looking at you like, man, hold on, what you doing? Why you walking? Where you walking from? I ain't never seen you before. You know what I'm saying?
I walk up, hey, what's up, fellas? Y'all all right today, man? Y'all good?
How you doing?
But and actually not just saying, are y'all good? Actually wanting a response. Waiting for a response and not just, hey,
looking for a positive response out of things.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Y'all all right today? How y'all doing? Y'all all right? You good? What's up, bro? Y'all need anything? And I, you know me. Just in general, like that's something I've really like in the last couple of years. I've really tried to work on is. Because I used to just, if I pass somebody, I put my head down. Or act like I'm on my phone or some crazy stuff like that. And so, like, actual giving human interaction to strangers is, I mean, it's really helped me get out my shell, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, I stay in my shell a lot.
Right.
I mean, because I act like an extrovert, but I'm really an introvert.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to talk to random people.
Yeah.
But if I just put my personality out front, it's actually easier.
Right.
And so that's why I was like, anytime I see guys, it was me and a black guy walking, especially if it's a black guy. Especially if it's a black guy, bro. I make sure.
You know, it was funny.
That I
do it for all races, but I realize I do it for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like what we talked about. If I see a group of certain guys, I mean, it could be black. I mean, it could be Mexican, whatever. But I know the look of like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Their defenses are up.
Yeah, their defenses are up, and so like I disarm them. You know what I'm saying? Like saying what's up. If I can do it for other guys who may look, I kid you not, like there's a part I went somewhere. I was going to some store or whatever. And a dude come up and he had, not to make this a political thing, but he had a Trump shirt on, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Support Trump. And I was like, all right, cool. So I held the door open for him. You know what I'm saying? And it was not like I was assuming he was a racist or anything like that. Yeah. But it was like my mindset was like I'm always trying to disarm people and show
make them comfortable.
Make them comfortable, but in a way.
But that's our survival mechanisms, though.
It is
being a black man in America. To be honest with you, you have to do that. You got to disarm every situation.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. It could be what it is. I find myself now. I'm always trying to disarm people. Yep. Of a narrative. Of what
I was just about to say, you're almost trying to change a narrative one person at a time.
Yes.
I tip a lot.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I overtip. Every time we go out, I tip
to prove a point. Like, we're not all like that. Like, but that sucks that we have to do that.
That's what's crazy about it.
Why am I fighting these stereotypes when I just rather be a regular person? Like, but now I gotta overtip. I gotta act all friendly. You walk up with your dog, gotta be like, oh, cute dog or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even like dogs.
I don't even like dogs. But now I gotta act because all black people are scared of dogs.
I'm always trying to find a way to knock down the walls, the potential walls that could be there, and they may not even have walls.
You know what's something I actually do. Like even when I was out in Rome and stuff, or even just anywhere, this is something I notice I do too. If it's at night and let's say I'm walking behind somebody, I intentionally make a noise so they know that I am behind them.
Yeah, I do that.
I do a cough. I do something to you know what I mean, to let them know that I'm behind them. So they feel comfortable.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy though to think about? There's certain things like something as simple as like it could be freezing cold. And I go in the gas station with a hoodie on. The first thing that goes to my mind before I step through the door is
take your hoodie off.
Take it off. Pick your pants. You know what I mean? Just certain things that disarm. Just but that's just our survival way.
It's like look innocent, not look innocent. Look non-threatening.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I have to force myself to look non-threatening.
And this is another thing I even realized I did too. I noticed that sometimes when I talk to certain people or just in general, I notice my pitch goes up higher. versus than just actually regular talking.
So when you're speaking to white guys, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, just sometimes it comes.
You know what?
And I had to catch myself.
No, you do.
I'm like, you don't
Like,
realize
you
you like,
really
damn.
do.
Because
I'm
when you talk to
doing
Black,
this.
what's up, famo?
Yeah.
What's up, boy?
maybe not to that extreme.
What's up, boy?
Maybe not to that extreme. But no. To your
But it's
point,
just
though,
things like that I noticed
you
that I had to
like,
do. I was
seriously,
like,
the way I'm talking to you all, right? You know, just normal like this.
You wouldn't do that.
There's some work environments like I can't even be me.
Yeah,
I have
for
to
sure.
pretend to be something else. Just so I can be accepted.
So you can
prove
build it. So you
I'm
can
not
knock
an
that.
idiot.
I'm not like
dumb.
that. I'm not
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
not educated.
It's literally I gotta fight a stereotype instead of just being myself.
And that's what you have. That's what I have to do. I noticed I've been doing that all my life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the way we
That's how you
we
survive.
would survive. But you think about it, we were
how you
taught that.
thrive.
We were taught that as children. You know what I'm saying? And I remember mom used to say to us all the time. But I think she came over and said it. You know, my job was to make sure that you didn't die, you didn't kill anybody, or you didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't
went to
go
college,
to jail,
yeah.
you go to college. That's my whole as a mother. My whole job was raising you is to make sure you don't kill yourself, and you don't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But that's the mentality that we have, and it's kind of like carried over into my adulthood now. So when I go to work meetings and stand, like I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm that person, but it's kind of filtered to fit in.
Even something else that mom actually did too in a way was to speaking of that, she never brought us toy guns. We never really had.
Yeah,
you know what? There was no BB guns. Airsoft guns was really popular. But mom would actually never buy them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mom would just to make sure of just.
Yeah, we get water guns.
Yeah, water guns,
but like
it,
airsoft. Or
yeah, but they would be super colorful. It wouldn't be an airsoft gun that looked like a rifle, look like a pistol that's colored black. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She wouldn't do that.
No.
She wouldn't do that, and she was like, because you go outside playing with it, you don't want to be mistaken. But you realize that is, and you understood she was doing it then. But as you got older, you start to realize you're like, man. It just that mentality is just kind of carried over, and you start paying attention to the world. You're like, wow, we do need to more pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. As a dad now, that's something I'm always thinking about. I'm always like, you got to be careful what you're feeding into your kids because this world, especially YouTube and all that other stuff that they're watching,
exposed to
bro,
so much.
they have access to literally everything. Like back in the day. Mom could not show you guns and then not let you watch rated R movies and all that other stuff, and that's okay.
And restriction on the computer.
Exactly,
and, stuff
and you wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
see it that much. But nowadays, bro, I can open up my phone and watch somebody die.
You can watch a war. You can
That's what I'm
literally
saying. I
watch
can
what's
literally open
going
up my
on.
phone and watch people get murdered and
Yeah.
all this other
Crazy.
stuff. And so it's harder to like kind of protect your kids from that nowadays.
Right.
But then because it's also like finding a fine line. Like how do I expose them to enough, but not too much to
Yeah.
where I mess up their mindsets. But they still need to know. Hey, bro,
they still need
these
some
threats are
innocence.
real. Like
Yeah, yeah.
this world is it looks beautiful outside,
Right.
but that world is very vicious and violent outside.
Right.
And so that's one thing as a parent, I think the newer age parents are having to try to fight against is how do I expose my kids to stuff but not expose them to too much?
So let me ask you this.
I had a question for it too.
No,
Go ahead.
please,
Go
go
ahead.
So let me ask you this: what do you find different between obviously if you had boys that you would be able to pull from the way maybe mom and dad raised us, but now that you have daughters, like what do you do differently raising them?
I'm literally learning on the job. Cause we didn't grow up around girls.
You right.
I can't tell you how to do. I've literally had to learn how to do hair, change diapers, like and just putting the hair in a ponytail. Just taking that hair wrap out of a ponytail is the hard. I ended up cutting it all the time. I done been through like 17 of them because I just be like, look, I'm not about to like because you're supposed to like push the hair and then all this, but every time, Dad. I'm always,
Oh, let me get these clippers.
I'm
real
like,
quick.
let me get these scissors. I'm gonna give your mama some money, let her buy some more. 'Cause I'm not about to sit here and try to figure out how to unwind this ponytail. Like it's so hard. Like,
Right.
But do you feel like there's any life lessons that you're trying to teach them in a way, and you maybe don't know how, or you trying to figure out how to teach them?
I need to treat them. So sometimes, so I want them to be tough. Because I'm a dad. I grew up around boys. Like
Right.
I want my kids to be tough. But sometimes how you approach toughening up a girl is not the same way you can approach toughening up a son. Because what you don't want to do.
Just kick them.
Exactly. Get your butt up and stop crying. Stop all the crying.
Right,
Like,
right.
like that's a fine for a boy.
Right.
But for a girl, when you do that, now she you're the man in her life right now, right? Like I'm the man of my daughter's life. Like that's the man that they look up to. So if I talk to them crazy, hey, get your ass up and do all this other stuff.
Right.
Now when she gets older and she gets in a relationship, she's gonna allow that man to talk to her like that because that's how her daddy talked to her. So that was something like I really had to learn because I'd want to cuss my kid out. I'd be, what you are doing? Like, 'cause you know what I'm saying? I like.
So that's interesting. So you're preparing her for a relationship.
For relationships.
So, but that's what? Why? Golly, that's so
Well,
interesting.
not necessarily relationships. Just how you let a man treat you.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, go ahead, Kyle. What's your question?
No, go ahead.
That's,
No.
I was about to take me a whole different road.
No. You can stay on that road.
Okay, because it's like it's just interesting. You're preparing her to how to handle a man or be in a relationship. But how come as men we're never prepared to be in a relationship? We're always prepared to be successful.
Go ahead.
Well, technically, in a way, we are. You know what I mean? Denzel said it in one of his interviews. You know what I mean? That's your first love. Is to a woman is your mom, and as a woman, it's her father. So a lot of times when we get in these relationships, believe it or not, all we are really doing is looking for our parents inside these people that we're dating. If we're being honest, we're trying to find somebody with certain characteristics that resemble what? My dad.
Right.
Or who loves me. If you have a loving parent and stuff, you try to match that. And even though, and then, you get older, you realize that those are two different type of loves. Those are two different things. So sometimes you have unrealistic expectations, I feel like, when you put that. You're like, you know what? You even said it a lot of times, too. One of your arguments was, well, my dad used to mow the lawn, and why don't you do it? You threw one of those out there.
Right.
Yeah, you see, so we hold those standards. Well, my mom cooks and she takes care of it. Why are you not doing that? So that's the standards that we hold. That's our first love. That's our first inaction. So by him doing that, if somebody comes up to Kai and talks to her crazy, and be like, no, you don't love me because my dad didn't talk to me like that.
That's what I'm saying. You're almost like training, you're training them.
Yeah, you condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're conditioning them.
You're
training them to understand.
Like, look, this
what's
is what
acceptable and what's not acceptable.
Right.
So now
he's got to be a role model.
I take my daughter out. I got to open the door for her.
Yeah.
I got to pull a chair out. I take her this. Hey, look pretty. Like, hey, I even give my daughter advice on like, hey, take care of your feet. Men love nice feet.
At 6?
At 6. No.
Yeah.
But I don't say, hey, men love nice feet.
Yeah.
I just tell her, hey, take care of your feet.
Right.
Always take care of your feet. Always take care of your nails.
Planting seeds.
Take care of yourself. Make sure your body
Gotcha.
smells good. Make sure you always clean. That way, when she's older, because a lot of girls that were actually like raised by their dads, those are the ones that have the issues. You know what I'm saying? a lot of times because a man,
absent father too.
a man. It's hard for a man to tell you.
Statistically speaking.
Not just in general. How does a man tell you to clean your vagina? He's never had a vagina to clean. That's what I'm getting at. Like, it's a whole different thing. Like, my daughter says my vagina hurt. What do I know?
Yeah.
Does it hurt? Or put some ice on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, there's stuff that it doesn't matter. A man cannot teach that.
Yeah.
Cannot teach that. I cannot tell my daughter how to clean her vagina. I can't say what's like. I literally have to. If Brittany doesn't do it, bro, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I can't help you because I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like that's never something I dealt with. But with a boy, I can say, hey, do this. Hey, do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can
hey,
teach
we need to get
you
this
that.
looked at. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's why they say a woman can't raise a man can't raise a woman. And I agree to a certain extent because how can she tell you how to handle your sexual emotions? How can she tell you how to handle your dick's hard? Well, just don't think about baseball or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't teach him how to do that. Like that's something that has to be learned from somebody who knows. Like I cannot. Like hair is like a small example. The vagina is like a big example. You know what I mean? And so I try to teach you little thing. Hey, take care of your. What I can teach. Make sure you always clean. Make sure you always wash. Make sure you always brush your teeth. Make sure you always smell good. Make sure, like things. Girls are supposed. I tell her that, and I don't say, hey, guys want this. I say girls are supposed to. Girls are supposed to smell good. Girls are supposed to be clean. Girls are supposed to take care of their hair. Girls are supposed to do this.
But I agree with that. But you think in a way, are you projecting an image onto her?
I am a little bit because I understand at the end of the day what men want.
Okay.
Men, and you know what I'm saying? Like I get that I can teach you.
Right.
That's the one thing that I can teach you is what I know what men want.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I get that. I may not be able to tell you how to do that, but I can say, hey, do this. And then hopefully when she's 16, 17, my daddy always said, I need to take care of my feet. I need to do this. You see what I'm saying? There's little things that she'll have that I have to do. That's
you know what's funny? Just as you get older and dating, like as I got older and was dating, I could tell with women who didn't really know the nuances. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you could tell, like you could tell just going out like, oh yeah, you were sheltered. Or you know what? Or nah, you never had.
Your dad went there.
Yeah, or even that, or you didn't have anybody. You have anybody to show you the way. You get what I'm saying?
Because sometimes that's kind of messed up to say your dad went there. Because a lot of times it's some women that don't teach their daughters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I
think that's not talked about enough. It's some women that don't teach their daughter, hey girl, you gotta do this, you need to do this. It's like how to be a woman and like to
or the
be
stranger way, there's a lot of moms and daughters competing, which I've never understood that too.
I think with social media's made it even worse.
Yeah.
Like, because, I mean, now we're wearing the same clothes. And so now it's even worse.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be you dress like a mom, you dress like a daughter, and then everybody dresses the same. So it's like social media keeps everybody the same age. And so that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Like, if you think about it, social media literally keeps everybody the same age. 65-year-olds dress like 22-year-olds. It is what it is. Yeah. All right. So, we're going to do everybody's favorite segment, piece of advice. Cal, you want to start? Or Scooter?
I'm going to
start.
It's on me. Try this. Go out and seek and give forgiveness to someone who didn't ask it from you. That's my challenge to you guys. Go find 2 to 3 people and go give them forgiveness without them having to ask it from you. Try that, and we'll talk about that.
Let that burden go. You hear me?
That's interesting.
Let that burden go.
Say it again one more time for the people in the back.
To go out and find 2 or 3 people in your life and go give them forgiveness without them asking it from you.
Yeah. That's pretty deep on this.
Cal, it's hard to back though. Go ahead.
No. Mine was gonna be it's gonna be almost clear, but I'm gonna say this. Never give up. I'm gonna keep it as never give up. Whatever it is that you want in life, never give up on it. As long as you have, because I feel like a lot of times in life we give up on a lot of dreams. We push things on the back burner. We say we're too old. Maybe we're out of shape. We don't have this. If you still have lungs, if you still have breath in your lungs, keep fighting for what you want to happen and never give up.
Like it.
Okay. Do I have advice?
Yeah, you do. Give one for the women.
Oh, you know what? No, I did. And T.I. said this. I think it was T.I. And it's not always I listen to T.I.'s great advice, but this time he actually said something that was kind of profound to me. He was like,
he got one right.
Yeah, he got one right. Yeah, you know, he got this one right. He was like, trees and grass both start at the same place, but they don't end up at the same place. So just because you start somewhere don't mean you're going to be where everybody else is that you started with. You maybe have a chance to grow up and be above everything that you expected, being a tree among the grass, even though y'all both started in the dirt. So be a tree. When you get in the public, be a tree among the grass.
That's
just because y'all started.
It's almost kind of like that bamboo reference that people, a bamboo tree, how long it takes to grow out the ground. I think it's like months before it even shows out the ground, but you still got to water, you still got to tend to it, and then when it spurts up, it goes like 60 feet, 50 feet.
That's all I say. So if you're a tree, be a tree, and don't just look down at the grass, okay? You're not, just because y'all started the same place, don't mean y'all going to end up at the same place. Yeah. That's been another episode of the 3 Real Brothers podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow us on all social media. Make sure you like and subscribe. Even if you're on the Apple Podcast app, make sure that you put a 5-star review. Make sure you leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm. That's what we're fighting against every day. I want to thank my co-host for being with us. I want to thank our producer Joe for being in the house today. And Roxo Media House for having us. And our official sponsor, they're a great sponsor. Yes, Law Boss, which is the official personal injury laundry, the personal injury lawyer for the Dallas Cowboys. Yep. And so I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, y'all keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep rolling. This has been another episode of the 3 Real Brothers podcast.